So, hi there, here's another video by Dave Tromp, and this is a quick video, or I intend it to be a quick video, where I show you my forecast for the forex markets trading for week 41 2020. So, let's quickly go through the trades that I have on. I usually look at the weekly, but let's skip the weekly and just look at the positions that I have on and how I see them play out potentially. So looking at the dollar index right here, that's open. I have a long position on. I still think we could go higher to retest this previous trend line that was broken to the downside. So I'm still expecting a retest. On the other hand, we could just drop out of this Kumo cloud here. And once we are out of the cloud, then I am out of the trade as well. And I might even reverse my position. That could be happening looking here at the MACD. It's about to cross down. So that could, if that happens, that could indicate more downside here. But for now, I'm holding on to the trade. It's at break even currently, and I'm sticking with it. Also, because we have here the signal line, it is above price, and we still have that the Tikan is above the Kijun, so that indicates more possible upside. The only thing is we are in the Kumo cloud, so we could see some choppiness here until we reach the end of the cloud, more or less. So looking at Euro USD, I'm short on that, still in profit slightly. Also here we are in the cloud, so expect some choppiness here. And I'm only going to be out once we break higher above these previous highs and when we move out of the cloud. But also here I expect price to still continue in the direction of this trend line that was broken to do some sort of a retest. Then I have an open trade position or an open order, on the Great British Pound USD. Still waiting for prices to break out of the Kumo lower, and once we make a lower low, I am considering taking this short trade that is then also breaking out of this longer term trend line. That's the red line. So that is what I'm looking for. And for the upside, we first need to break out of the Kumo, and also price needs to, the Chicago span here, the signal line, needs to come above the previous prices. So only when we are about this area right here, then I would be considering long, but then we are heading into some other support and resistance line. So I will wait for a break of this line probably. The USD against Japanese yen, I have a position on to the long side. It's going against the Kumo. Luckily, we did have a nice rejection candle here, so a long wick to the downside. That could indicate that buyers stepped in here, and we could possibly break this very thin Kumo. Is very likely, in my opinion. And then we could retest the top of this channel that this pair is moving in. So it's, if we zoom out, we can see that it's moving kind of sideways in this sideways pattern. And I'm waiting for a retest of these levels right here. So these highs here. I might get out even when price gets here. I have to see how things go. If there's a lot of momentum, I will keep my trade open. But if I see some rejection candles in this area, then I might get out earlier. Swiss franc, I don't have an open order on the Swiss franc. I did have one to the short side. So if price would break lower, make new lows, then I would trade it to the downside. But then price reversed strongly, almost went out of the Kumo, and then in my previous analysis last week, I said price might break a little bit higher and then retest the flat Kumo here. That didn't happen. Price just went back into the Kumo, and I'm expecting it to kind of bounce up and down here in the Kumo and then maybe break lower. Then that would give us some possibilities maybe to trade it to the downside, depending on what the Chicago span is indicating. Or if we break higher, then this kind of order that I have plotted here could become in play. So we could play a Kumo breakout and then try to see if we can trade it all the way back to these previous highs right here. Aussie dollar against US dollar is kind of the same as the Great British Pound and the New Zealand dollar, still waiting for a break lower out of the Kumo and making a lower low before I will consider entering this short position. And if price breaks higher, then we could come back into this upwards channel. If we break out of this Kumo here, I might consider going long, but still, I think I want to see the signal line cross above prices. So I think price needs to be at this level right here before I start considering long, and then I have to see if there's a good risk to reward trade possible. So for now, I only have a clear possible trade on the to the downside on the AUD USD. So same goes for the New Zealand dollar, and also here for the Great British Pound, you see the same kind of thing playing out. So these are kind of related currencies. Going to the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, I'm long on this with two positions. One I entered below here, and another when we broke above this consolidation right here. It was a trade right into the Kumo, but it looked kind of tight, and we were making higher lows, so that indicated that the trend had reversed, and we also bounced off a very strong area of support and resistance right here. So that gave me enough confidence to go against the Kumo. Last week I said we could see a break and then retrace back to this trend line, or we could just immediately go back to the trend line, and that's what happened. And then from here, I'm expecting it to turn higher again. We just have to wait and see. Anyways, if price breaks out of the Kumo and lower here, then I will be out of both of these trades. Quickly moving on to gold. I have long ETF positions on gold for the long term. Same on silver. And the positions that you see here are my hedging positions to the downside, because I do expect, or there is a possibility that we can see this kind of retracement in both gold and silver on the short in the short term. In the long term, I think gold is very bullish, and you should don't listen to me. Don't. I'm not going to say what you should do, but I will be holding gold for the long term as well as silver. And but in the short term, I'm playing it to the downside in this way. So I have a stop above the Kumo, and I am currently short with some CFDs trades. Also, these are not short-term trades. These trades will play out probably in the next few weeks. So this is not in and out. It's just a hedging position for my longer-term positions that are long. And these long-term positions are actually positions that I intend to hold for years and years. So that's not really trading. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you liked this analysis. If you did, please, and you're watching this on YouTube, please give this a thumbs up. If you're watching this on TradingView, then please follow me on TradingView. And if you're not already using TradingView, please use the link below in the description of YouTube to go to my profile on TradingView, and you can see all the trades that I am posting there. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, and until the next video.